Welcome to SVG-TV News for Wednesday, July 2nd, 2014. I am Jennifer Richardson with the details. Commissioner of Police Michael Charles says that he was only doing his job when he deployed officers at the registry office yesterday. He refuted the claims that had been circulating in the media that the police had taken over the registry. Speaking to SVG-TV earlier today via the telephone, the top cop said he received a call from two officers that are usually stationed at the office that they required backup after a flare-up occurred amongst some workers. The fracas apparently occurred one day after it was announced that 8 members of staff were abruptly transferred, among those being the Deputy Registrar, Wayne Matthews. It was noted that those transferred were not given reasons for the action taken or about their new appointments. This latest development comes in the wake of the resignation of the former registrar, Tamara Gibson Marks, on May 21st. The matter is still under investigation, with an audit report expected from the Director of Audit. Outgoing Chairman of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, last evening underlined the vital nature of political leadership in the quest for integration, as well as the necessity to love and care for CARICOM. Dr. Gonsalves' statements were contained in a speech titled CARICOM's Possibilities, Limitations and Unevenness of Outcomes that he delivered during the opening ceremony of the 35th meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government in Antigua and Barbuda. In his address, Prime Minister Gonsalves rallied the community to shed its doubts and to dig deep into the recesses of the Caribbean civilization to find what was good and sensible in moving forward as a people. In spite of what he characterized as the design limitations of CARICOM, he pointed to the achievements that the region had recorded under its 4 pillars: functional cooperation, economic integration including trade, the coordination of foreign policy, and the combining of regional security initiatives. But he cautioned that there was still much work to be done. He, however, cautioned that the absence of a dramatic forward movement in affairs of the community ought not to invite unwarranted criticism or a paralyzing cynicism. It was not only a proud moment for the Dorchester Hill Government School as it hosts its 2014 graduation, but also the 7 graduating males of the 10 graduates. Speaking at the school's 2014 graduation and prize-giving ceremony earlier today, Principal Olive Allen says it has been a very productive year for the institution and they are truly happy to be celebrating at this time. Allen adds that the results of the school's internal assessment indicate an improvement of 23%.
This was most noticeable in grades 3 and 5 in reading and general studies. However, the high point of our academic achievement was the result of the recently concluded CPEA examination. Our school recorded 100% passes with scores ranging from 54.4% to 72.6%. An increase of 60% over last year's 40%. Students' greatest challenge was in the area of mathematics. While we see scores of 80% in language, 82% in general studies, our highest math score was 60%, which is slightly above the school's baseline target of 50%. Hence, we need to up our performance in this area.
Meanwhile, past student of the Dorchester Hill Government School and guest speaker Susanna Graves spoke to the 2014 graduating class about believing in themselves and following their dreams.
There's a saying that goes, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss it, you will land among the stars. Graduates, I hope you feel you have landed among the stars. Nevertheless, this is only the beginning of your journey. As you prepare for the next chapter in your life, secondary school, you will be faced with many challenges, opportunities, and disappointments. However, always remember that nothing is impossible and everything is achievable through hard work, determination, and prayer.
Graves also gave the graduates 3 points she considers very important when they do decide on their goals.
Be passionate about what you decide on. This will drive you to success. And whatever you do, be sure it brings you happiness as well. 2. Challenge yourself in and out of the classroom. This will make you sharper, happier, and stronger as a result. To be the best person you can be, you need to use your talents to their full potential. 3. Learn from your mistakes. Remember, no one is perfect, and the best way to excel in anything you do is through trial and error. So don't ever be afraid to make mistakes in life.
Meanwhile, receiving the Principal's Award for Most Outstanding Student of 2014 is Nefertiti Graves, who also took the Paul McQuish Award for Best in General Studies. Most Improved Student Benjamin Murphy received the Agnes Gibson Award, while Sidine Gill received the Eleanor Macmillan Award. Shaquem Graves took the Golden Graves Award for Best in Sports, Darren Thomas took the Linton Graves Award for Best in Mathematics, and Muriel Gunsom's award went to Javon King. Police are investigating yet another shooting death which occurred in the Fairhall area last night. According to the police, 23-year-old laborer Tishon Richards was shot multiple times about his body. He was shot in the vicinity of his home around 8:40 p.m. and died on the spot. The area has been plagued with a series of shootings within recent weeks. Chesley Dowers of Golden Vale was shot and killed at his home on June 14th, 2 days after Godfrey Cumberbatch was also gunned down at his home in Glen. Meanwhile, the police are also investigating the shooting death of Union Island resident Matan Slater. The 31-year-old succumbed to the gunshot he received by an unknown assailant who shot him in the stomach around 1:50 a.m. Sunday. According to the police, Slater died at the Milton Cater Memorial Hospital yesterday. The murder count for this year now stands at 20. Police have arrested Felix Prescott, a 44-year-old laborer of Dubois, on a charge of robbery, which is said to have occurred just after 1:30 a.m. on Sunday, the 29th June 2014, in the area of North River Road. Reports are that on the date in question, Prescott deprived Alwyn Gordon, a 35-year-old resident of Lodge Village, of a cell phone, a short pants, and cash. He appeared at the Kingston Magistrate Court on Wednesday, July 2nd, and was not allowed to plead to the charge. The prosecutor did not object to Prescott's bail, which was allowed in the sum of $9,000 with one surety. He was also ordered to report to the Vermont Police Station on Mondays and Fridays between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. until September 18th, 2014, when the matter is scheduled to be heard. Still to come, 3 new winners crowned in National Junior Calypso and Soca competitions. More stories on the local scene when SVGTV News continues. Stay with us. Welcome to Carnival Beat. The New Prospect Primary, North Union Secondary and West St. George Secondary emerged on top in the 2014 Junior Calypso and Soca Monarch competitions held yesterday at Carnival City Victoria Park. Kristen John Dean has the results.
Tia, singing Tia Wiley with her song Save the Environment, earned her the top position in the primary school category of the Junior Calypso competition yesterday at Carnival City Victoria Park. Wiley wowed the crowd with her energy while pleading to Vincentians to keep the environment safe. Christian Little Chris Christopher placed second with his song You Are My Hero, a tribute to Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. And third place went to Tarina Lady Chachani of the New Prospect Primary with Let's Work Together to Build This Country. In the secondary school category, Rashad Mightykel Tittle of the North Union Secondary with his song Let Us Join Hands took the top spot.
Let us join hands and build St. Vincent. Oh yeah, let us join hands. This is my prayer.
Second place went to Narissa Miss G. Gerald of Sandy Bay Secondary with Patty Bandwagon. Third place went to Christiana singing Christy Christopher of the Thomas Saunders Secondary with Be the Change.
But we have to be the agents of change. Priorities we must rearrange. And always let the master lead the way.
Nisha Mighty Spice Richards of the West St. George Secondary with her song Skinny Gal earned her the crown in the soca category. Last year's winner, Christiana singing Christy Christopher, placed second. While Giovanni Super D Collins of the St. Joseph's Convent, Maricor, with A Drink of Wine, had to settle for the third place. The next major event on the Carnival calendar is the Miss Caraval pageant. All contestants, including the reigning Miss Caraval, made a special appearance at yesterday's Junior Calypso Soca competition. Kristen John Dean reporting for Carnival Beat.
Meantime, the winners in the 2014 Junior Calypso and Soca competition spoke to SVG-TV News moments after they were crowned and gave some advice to other students who may consider entering the competition next year.
What advice would you have for other persons who are actually interested in competing in the junior monarch?
You start singing and you never make it. So don't stop.
What advice would you have for any young person who would want to be in a competition of this kind?
I would advise young people don't want to show their talent, do what they have and do their best.
I'm feeling happy because what advice would you have for any young person who would want to enter a competition of this kind?
Well, I want to tell them if they are coming in the competition, they must not get.
Telecommunications company Lime is making moves to promote Vincy Mas as one of the premier festivals in the region. At a media conference today, country manager Leslie Jack said that this has been something that the company has been working on for some time now, and they are confident that there will be positive results. It was also announced that as part of the marketing strategy, persons across the region will be able to stream the Miss Caraval show live.
I could say today we have basically moved forward. So a number of countries are actually running promotions right now. All expenses paid promotions to get people here for Vincy Mas. So you would find persons coming in from St. Lucia, Grenada, Dominica, and during the course of next year in particular, a whole lot more countries will be involved in running promotions and getting persons here for Vincy Mas. But outside of that, the rest of the Caribbean and internationally will be able to view the hottest carnival in the Caribbean via the internet. Of course, it's $9.99.
Meanwhile, Chief Executive Officer of the Carnival Development Committee, the CDC, lauded the work done by Lime, one of the major sponsors of Vincy Mas. According to Ashford Wood, sponsors ought not to sit back and wait for others to implement innovative ways to make the most of their investment. Wood said he too anticipated that the new marketing strategy adopted by Lime would have a positive impact for this year's festival and ahead.
It is not expected that we are going to be seeing thousands of visitors in 2014, but give it another year or two. With this kind of push, with these innovations, we expect to see a big difference in terms of visitor arrivals.
Viewers here and across the region will have the opportunity to vote for their favorite contestant in this Friday's Miss Carnival competition at Victoria Park. Lime's country manager Leslie Jack at today's media conference unveiled the Viewer's Choice Award, which allows for the general public to vote by way of text for their personal favorite at the Raga and Soca Monarch competitions. The individual or artist with the most votes will be deemed the winner and will win some outstanding prizes, including a mobile pack for the winner of the Miss Carnival show and trips to St. Lucia and Grenada carnivals for the Raga and Soca Monarch winners.
A text code. That text code is called SOCA 7622. 7622. We try to make it as simple as possible to allow persons outside of the Caribbean, regionally and internationally, to participate. Persons locally will be able to participate as well, and I'm just going to explain that a little bit. So the countries represented for Miss Carnival, it's really a viewer's choice option in terms of who you think should be the winner for Carnival, whether it's Miss Shadisha George or Miss Antigua, Barbados, or what have you. So what persons will be able to do after a while viewing these performances by the ladies during the Miss Carnival show, or in fact during their interaction during the course of this week.